Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is a sort of birthday book haul. I received some of these books around my birthday. They were pre-orders that came in. Some of them I bought for myself, you know, like as an early birthday present, and then some of them actually arrived on my birthday. And yeah, so I've got 11 books here to show you. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 11 books. And yes, let's just get on with it, shall we? So I have a few wee paperbacks here to show you. Some of these are pre-orders. The first pre-order I got was A Boy Like Me by Simon James Green. Simon James Green is one of my favorite authors of all time. I have every single one of his books up there. He follows me on Twitter. We're friends now. But yeah, this is his latest young adult release, and it's basically set in 1994, around the time when Section 28 was in full effect. Damn you, Margaret Thatcher. Yes, in the UK, and I mean, I was 2 at the time, which is scary. But anyway, so this is about a boy called Jamie, and he finds this book in his library. A book, basically a story about 2 boys who fall in love, and he reads it and he sees himself in the pages, and he comes back again and he sees that someone had like written little messages in the margins, and he sort of thinks to himself, he's like, who wrote the messages? And so Jamie write back. That's just the start of the story, and for Jamie it's the start of everything. So yes, I'm expecting laughter, I'm expecting joy, but I'm also gearing myself up for heartbreak because I feel like this one is going to hurt my feelings. But yes, I'm super excited for that. I will be reading it very, very soon. Do not worry. Another pre-order that came... Well, no, this wasn't a pre-order. No, I bought this in Waterstones. I went to Waterstones the other day and got this for myself. And it's A Million to One by Adiba Jagardar. This is a story about 4 women aboard the Titanic who plan a heist. That's all I know. And obviously it's sapphic as well. So that's all I need to know. Like, I mean, aboard the Titanic, like we all know how that ended. So, so yeah, I'm super, super excited to read this. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I mean, I think it might just be like, it just so happened to be set on the Titanic. But I have a feeling it's going to be more about these 4 lovely girlies on the front here. So I am... yes, very excited about that. And she's also the author of The Henna Wars and Hanny and Issues Guide to Fake Dating. And if you haven't read those books, you need to. Another pre-order that came in was Rainbow Grey Battle for the Skies by Lauren Ellen Anderson. This is the 3rd book in her Rainbow Grey series. I haven't read any of them. This is the Waterstones edition with the lovely sprayed edge purple top and bottom, and then this amazingness going on. I have the other 2, the special editions, over in the other in the other room in the other shelf. I haven't read any of them. I have all 3 now, so I have no excuse. So I do plan on doing a reading vlog very soon for this series, so look out for that. I'm very excited to read this. Also, my makeup kind of low-key matches the cover, but yeah, so excited for that. One that I treated myself to was The Summer Palace and Other Stories by C.S. Pacat. C.S. Pacat is the author of the Captive Prince trilogy, and this is the short story collection to go along with that trilogy. And the fact that I'm holding a physical copy of this in my hand is honestly mind-boggling, because whenever I read the trilogy for the first time, these were only available on Kindle. Like, you could only get them in ebook form. And the fact that now we have this lovely paperback with this lovely watercolor moment happening on the cover there, like, I'm so excited to read this. Like, I got this and I was like, oh, yes. So I plan on reading this hopefully soon. I know I keep saying that, but it's really short. It's only a short story collection, so it's not going to take me all that long to read. I could probably read it in one sitting, but if you're a fan of this series, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so the next slot, okay. This one I've already read, and I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up, but The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. More like the ballad of I'm Never Gonna Be Okay Again, because this book destroyed me. Yes, I've already read it and tabbed it and annotated it, and yes, I'll talk more about it in my wrap up, but yeah, I bought this immediately after I finished book 1, but yeah, I'm broken on the inside because of this book. But again, I'll talk more about it in my wrap up, but yeah, look at this cover. Isn't this cover absolutely stunning? And book 3 has been pre-ordered. Yes, it has. I don't want to wait till September because I need to know, but yeah, it should be on its way here in September. Hold on, let me put these at the bottom because okay. So the next one I want to talk to you about I found in my local Asda, and that was Spaceman by Tom Fletcher. Now, I have been, pardon me, a McFly fan literally since day one. Like, there was Busted, who I still love to this day, and then there's McFly. Now, I have been a fan, like I said, since the day the 5 Colors in Her Hair music video debuted on television. That is how old I am, children. And I've seen them in concert numerous times throughout my life. You know, I've been following them literally all my life, pretty much. Well, for over half of my life anyway. And this is his latest release, I believe. And listen, I do not know any of this. It just says on the front, can the worst band in the world become the best band in the universe? So I know Tom has written books for a really long time, and I feel terrible that I haven't read any of his books, but I do plan on reading this very, very soon because yeah, I'm super excited. And it says here, this book contains musical awesomeness performed by McFly. Like, I'm super excited to read it. It looks super fun. And look at the hardcover. Like, let's just look at the hardcover for a second. Like, look at this. Like, when they go all out, and I find this in Asda, people, for like, oh, how much? It was less than a tenner, I'll tell you that. And, you know, if I was going to buy this in Waterstones, it probably would have cost me an arm and a leg. So IRL, this would have been $14.99, and I got this in Asda for like £7. So I call that a win. Anyway, so the next one I want to talk to you about is a pre-order that came in, and that is this lovely beauty, The Adventures of Amina El-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. Now, that name might ring a bell because she's also S.A. Chakraborty as well. Who is the author of the Daevabad trilogy, which is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. And this is her latest book to come out. And look at this. It's absolutely stunning. This is the Waterstones edition. It's got sprayed edges. And it is signed by Miss Shannon herself. Yes, love that. So this is about a lady pirate, which is all I knew about it. As soon as I heard the words lady pirate, I was like, say less. But basically, she's an older gal. She is done with the pirating life and just wants to settle down with her family and, you know, be quiet. But then she gets offered the chance of a lifetime to go on one more big adventure. And she's like, you know what? One more and then I'm good. So this is all about that. And obviously this is absolutely stunning. And look at these end pages. I just need you to look at these end pages for a second, because look at this. Can you even see I got it in the frame? Yeah, look at this. Full color map. Like, I've got plenty of books that have maps in them, but they're just boring black and white. And the fact that that was colored is amazing. And we've got this at the back. Like the ship being mauled by like a kraken of some kind. Maybe? Is it a kraken? Well, it's a tentacled creature anyway. So yeah, I have this. I'm so ready to read. Are my pages damaged? Oh. Anyway, I'm super excited about this. It's going to be amazing. Well, hopefully it will be, because I give every single Daevabad book 5 stars. So the next one I want to talk to you about is the one that I am most intimidated by, and that is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I didn't know whether or not I was going to read this, because I read the first book in the Poppy War series and I couldn't finish Dragon Republic. I just couldn't. I have my own reasons for that. I just couldn't finish it. And when this came out, I was like, oh, I don't know. It just seems a bit too intellectual for me. I'm not, you know, I'm not smart enough for this book. Like, I had all these dumb reasons in my head about why I felt like I shouldn't read it. It's like, maybe I don't have the right to read it. Is this for me? But I'm like, of course it's for you. Like, anyway, and then I saw a lot of insensitive snowflakes giving off on Instagram about it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna read this and rub it in your fucking face. So that's, yeah. All I know is that, you know, about this tower, Babel, which is set within Oxford, and it's supposed to be like this center of translation or something like that. It's where they work and, you know, translate things from different languages, as one does, you know, the study of translation and all that. And our main character is called Robin, and he is originally from China, but he comes over to England to study at this place, and it discusses stuff like colonialism and racism, institutionalized racism, white privilege, and everything, stuff like that. So very important issues that are facing our world every single day, yet people decide to ignore it. But yeah, I mean, it's set in the 1800s as well, in Oxford, which, have I been to Oxford? I know I've been to Cambridge. Well, the wee city of Cambridge. Anyway, I can't remember if I've been to Oxford or not. I probably have, but you know, lovely cities if you've ever visited before. But yeah, I'm both excited and extremely terrified to read this. I might do a reading vlog on it. What do you think? Do you want me to? Because I will if you want me to. Comment down below. The next one that I have is one that I'm just... this lovely beauty. I saw this in Waterstones. I was maybe like a few days before my birthday, and I was like, you know what? Let me just treat myself. It's Song of Silver Flame Like Night by Amelia Wen Zhao. And I have another one of her books on my shelf, which you are actually balanced on right now. My TBR for April is what you're sitting on, but Blood Air by this author, I've owned for a very long time and I've never read, but I'm going to be reading in April. Spoiler alert for my TBR. But this, look at this cover. First of all, can we discuss this for a second? This is stunning. I might try and take this sticker off, and it is signed by the author, which I'll show you here. Where is she? Ah, where is she? I know it is. Why do I keep missing the page? Ah, okay. See, right there in the silver pen, it's signed. And I follow this author on Instagram, and whenever she was promoting this book, her tagline for it was, if you love the Untamed, then you need to read this book. And I'm like, well, say less. Say less. It's like she knew. So what is this about? Okay, so in a fallen kingdom, one girl carries the key to discovering the secrets of her nation's past and unleashing the demons that sleep at its heart. Once, Lan had a different name. Now she goes by the one the Atlantean colonizers gave her. She spends her days scavenging for remnants of the past, for anything that might help her understand the strange mark burned into her arm by her mother in her last act before she died. No one can see the mysterious mark until the night Zen appears at the tea house and saves her life. Zen is a practitioner, one of the fabled magicians of the Last Kingdom, whose abilities are rumoured to be drawn from the demons they communed with. Magic believed to be long lost, magic to be hidden at all costs. Both Lan and Zen have secrets buried deep within. Fate has connected them, but their destiny remains unwritten. Both hold the power to liberate their land, and both hold the power to destroy the world. Wow. Like, that sounds like an adventure. Is there anything happening on the... No. But yes, this is the Waterstones edition. Obviously, it has bright orange sprayed edges, and I saw it, and this cover, are you kidding? So I'm excited to read this. I do want to read her other book first. I want to read Blood Air first, but this is definitely on the agenda because Su Lin Tan, the author of Daughter of the Moon Goddess, has blurbed it, and I'm like, well, if Mother Sue has blurbed it and given it her blessing. So the last two books that I have to show you are the Fairy Loot editions that I mentioned, and that is the Fairy Loots for Legendborn and Bloodmarked by Queen Tracy Dion. I did a TikTok where I showed you guys all the ins and outs for these, but I'll show you just like the front and stuff here, like, and look at the sprayed edges. Look at that. and also this spine, back, sprayed edge. Look at that. The detail that is on these. Like, if you have these, I'm sure you've definitely been like gagging it over how amazing these sprayed edges are. But yeah, I've talked about these non-stop. I love this series so much. And when I saw that Fairy Loot were coming out with these, I was like, I have to have them. They are signed as well, which I forgot to show on TikTok. Like, I'm stupid, but yeah, both of them are signed. And yeah, they're stunning. So go watch my TikTok where I show you guys these, you know, the hardcovers and everything. And it's not the best. I'm still learning the ropes over there on TikTok. But yeah, thanks for all the love over there. And I made one a while ago of my cat. It has over 800 views now, which is crazy. So I'm sweating a lot now. So I'm going to stop. So those are all the books that I wanted to talk to you about today. Let me just get them all up here. Oh, I shouldn't be allowed near books. I shouldn't be allowed a Waterstones card. I shouldn't be allowed to go out into a bookshop. I shouldn't. But I'll just get them all up here for you. These are all the books that I talked to you about today. Woo! A lovely, lovely pile of books. So, okay. So, yeah. So that is my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All of my socials will be down below as always. So Instagram, Twitter, TikTok will all be down below, as well as the subscribe button is down there as always, and ring the bell if you have not already. Subscribed, I hope you do. I would love to reach 300 subscribers. That would be amazing. Thank you for all your love, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one at the weekend, okay? Bye.